On March 18, 2026, the House Committee on Veterans Affairs held a full legislative hearing on 27 bills. I pulled the primary source documents, the GAO reports, and the congressional record so you don't have to take anyone's word for it. Here's what they hoped you'd never look up. Project Safe Harbor. The VA built a program to pursue legal guardianship over homeless veterans, and there is not a single law authorizing them to do it. Not one. That document is straight from the VA's own files. Partway through the program, they changed the name from pilot to consortium, not because the program matured, because calling it a pilot was an admission that they had no legal authority to run it. Their own biweekly summary says it in plain language. At the hearing, the VA official in charge called those internal documents erroneous. One problem: page 8 of those same documents lists him as the executive sponsor. His name is right there in writing. The VA has been trying to update its electronic health record since 2001. This is attempt number 4. Congress has spent $13.84 billion on it. The bill formally authorizing the program is still a draft. 6 facilities out of roughly 170 VA medical centers nationwide, 6 are running the new system. Independent estimates put the final cost at $49.8 billion. The draft legislation is right here. At those 6 sites already running the new system, 1-800 configuration requests are sitting unresolved as of February 2025. When Congress asked the VA for written testimony on the EHR program, they declined. They declined to put it in writing. VISNs, Veterans Integrated Service Networks, are the regional management layer between VA central office and your local facility. Most veterans have never heard of them. They control a lot. Since 2015, the GAO has issued 42 oversight recommendations about how these networks operate. The reform bill is before them right now. Of those 42 recommendations, 5 are still open. One has been sitting open since 2019. VHA still has not put into plain policy what VISNs are actually responsible for. 7 years? The GAO documented every year of the delay. The coordinating office responsible for overseeing all of this, 1,471 approved positions. 552 of them are empty. That's a 35% vacancy rate in the one office meant to keep the whole system accountable. It's on page 18 of the GAO report. Right now, it is not a federal crime to charge veterans unauthorized fees to file a VA disability claim. A company can take thousands of dollars for something a VSO would do for free, and the only consequence is a letter. HR 1732 is trying to change that. Here's how claim sharks operate. They charge upfront fees before the VA decides anything. They take a cut of your back pay and they file your easiest claim first, so they get paid faster while your stronger claims lose months of retroactive pay. The GAO documented every one of these tactics. The VA's strongest enforcement tool against claim sharks is a cease and desist letter, not a fine, not a prosecution, a letter. GAO stakeholders called it ineffective. Some operators kept running after receiving one. That's the GAO's word, not mine. Here's the nuance the bill needs to get right. There are independent educators and medical evidence reviewers, not VSOs, who charge a flat one-time fee to review your file and point you toward your strongest claims. They don't file your claim. They don't touch your back pay. That distinction is in the record. Heady.com has been free since day one. Veteran run, reader funded. We do not take a cut of anyone's benefits, and we never will. The VA's position in this bill is that if you're not accredited, you should not be charging any fee. Period. That's what Veteran Run actually looks like. Char 1732 would make charging unauthorized fees a federal crime. It has over 50 bipartisan co-sponsors. When Congress asked the VA directly at a formal hearing, the VA testified they are still evaluating the bill. 50 plus sponsors, still evaluating. They said that under oath. The hearing record, every bill, every GAO report, and the VA's own written testimony. It's all public record. Every link is available at hadit.com and Tbird's Quiet Fight. Pull the receipts yourself. They cannot unenter it.